You're back with Guns N' Roses, and this is November Rain, one of my favourites. I mean, I'm liking it even more now that I know how a lot of the kind of difficult bits are played, especially this guitar solo. When I originally picked up the guitar and I wanted to try and have a go at playing this, I really, truly believed that you needed to kind of slide, like one of those glass slides, which I've got a few of actually. But I had no idea that it was all done with just bends and clever moves and stuff like that. So I'm really happy to be able to kind of explain to you how you play it. We're going to jump straight into the solo now. This is where guitarists sort of come alive. So we'll get into solo number one. So just a quick note about the sound in this. I'm using the neck pickup here, which I've switched, and I'm also just going all out with kind of overdrive. The tone is full to get this kind of sound. You can roll off the tone and it gets it a bit sort of more, a bit smoother if that's what you're going for. I'll leave that decision up to you, but I'm just going to do it full, just really so that you can hear it the best and kind of learn how to play it. So the very start of the solo, a lot of people miss this little moment here, but you're going to do a palm muted double pick. So you hear that if you listen to the record there. So this is going to take a lot of control with the way that you're bending your strings here, but it's definitely doable. It just takes a little bit of practice. So do those two palm muted notes and then go for that 8th fret and bend it up a whole tone. So make sure you use this first finger as well to mute out any horrible noise from the other strings. So you'll notice a lot of guitarists and slash use this shape and you think, well, hang on, what's this finger doing? It's basically blocking out all the horrible noise. You're going to pick again with it bent up to that 10th. So down a semitone. Now this is probably the most important thing, which took me a while to realise. When you're playing this solo, you need to do the next 2 notes with up picks. It makes a huge difference to the sound. So listen to, if you watch this right hand here. So this is the bit with the up. The reason the up picks are important is because it just has a certain ringing sound to it that really makes a difference to the line of the solo. So if I play it through up until the point we've just reached. You land on this 5th fret here, so you're going to have to move down with your first finger. Now this is a 3rd finger, even though later on in his life Slash played that with a 4th finger. But the original way that was played in the video and in some of the early performances is with a 3rd finger. So you make your choice there, but I would recommend the 3rd finger just because it seems to have a bit more bite for some reason. Now this is one of the most beautiful shapes that I never realised was happening. So you're going to go... So 2nd finger with a pull off, then bend up. That bend down at the end is very small. I've written very small bend down, so it sounds like this. So pull off, slide up with the 3rd finger then. And then you're going to stretch up here again. Up picks. So this is a little bit of a trick here that I noticed with the fingering that Slash uses. You're going to use a 4th finger and then replace it quickly with the 3rd. So you're going to replace that finger. You go for this very long release of this bend up here. So just to go back to it. So it's down, up with a pull off. 2nd finger. Really important that that's the 2nd finger because you're going to slide up there. And then this becomes this shape. So 3, 2, and then across with the 3. This pick at the end I've also written light pick because it sounds quite quiet. So just make sure you bend that with your second finger. And then this is rhythmically exceptionally complicated. I must have listened through to this about 100 times. So you jump up to the 19th fret and bend it to the 20th. I'll do it really, really slowly for the first time. Down, and watch the right hand as well. So a little bit faster with a bit more explanation. So this is the 19th fret with a little bit of a bend. So it's down, up, down, and then slide. That's the hard bit to remember. And that's quite a confusing finger change up here. This is this pattern, using the fourth finger. And then it changes to the 2-3. But that is what Slash has done on lots and lots of live versions, so I must have checked out how that was done a million times. So at full speed. Going on to the next page of the tab, which is page 2. You can download the tabs, of course. Just make sure you check them out on the page, and the links are in the description below. We'll have a pause in the video though here because we've just learnt that solo and you may want to go over it a few times. So we'll just take a little break, but we'll be back in part 3. So do check out the next bit where we run through that pattern.